Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. We are starting off a new series on Farming Simulator 22 on Maypole Farm. At this point, I don't own anything, and yeah, complete start from scratch. So most things are hard mode. I think I did adjust the dirt levels. I am thinking we might buy the farm down in this corner. It's a bit big, but there's that one. There's one there. There's one here which is just an arable farm, very cheap. But, and then I have to buy the fields, obviously. We are playing with variable field values, so if we buy something and sell something, we will lose money. If we buy that, it's costing us a lot more than base price. So you're probably looking at base prices about 20,000 on this piece of land, but we're paying 34 or 35 to buy it. So I'm not looking at buying that right this minute. I'm thinking I'm going to do a couple of contracts just to get started. Just as a matter of interest. The growth map, we have absolutely nothing available for harvest. There are a few fields growing. So, for example, if we bought this land, we could buy these 3 or 4 fields potentially, and they will be harvestable towards the end of the year, although we are looking at some horrible. Obviously that one's harvested. That's corn, sunflowers, sorry. That one is sugar beets, maybe. Yes, and that one I think is sorghum. No, potatoes. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so buying these as arable fields with this arable farm is going to be a pain in the butt, because you're buying, you're requiring a lot of harvesting equipment that is very expensive, and the harvests will take a long time. But as I said, we're not going to do that right now. We are going to borrow the items on this contract and just get out there and do some ploughing. I could do that as well and just accept the contract. So we'll do field 47 first. Oh my goodness, we have the black model. Nice. Now, I could get a little bit frustrated because key mapping for Farm Sim 22 is a little bit different to what I was able to pull off in 19. Specifically loading, I was using a key on the keyboard for loading trailers and what have you, and that particular key cannot be mapped to that particular function. Oh, select the tractor, pick up the weight. There we go. Now we are going to field 47. This is an entirely new map to me, so probably going to take me a little while to work my way around. We are here, we go down that road, turn right, and access should be there somewhere. And then field 70 is our primary contract, is continue down that road and up the back. Okay, seems fair. Let's get a move on. Nope.
I'm gonna get dressed.
Oh, there we go. Now that is an 80km/h sign, so that would seem to indicate we're probably not in the United Kingdom. We're probably in Southern Ireland, because I believe they run on kilometres an hour. Which means I should probably show my speeds in kilometres rather than miles. But since I live in America, and prior to that I lived in England, it's just easier for me to work with miles. These roads are narrow, so that's going to make things interesting later on, when we start using the big equipment. Anyway, let's continue down here. So I haven't really taken much of a look at this map either. It's just got a lot of small fields, which is something I like to have around for streaming, because they're cheaper and so you can buy. It's easier to be able to afford what's available. I don't need to rack up $1 million just to buy one field, or £1 million just to buy a field. Conversely, the income from a lot of small fields is not always that lucrative either, so it's kind of a swings and roundabouts things. On Oakfield Farm, we had big fields, we had yields of 250,000 from one crop every year, whereas the fields themselves cost 3, 4, 500,000. Here the fields, you're talking tens of thousands. I hope I can... Oh, I see where I need to go. Whoops. I'll be able to buy a field for 50, 60,000, but the yield from it is only going to be in the 20s and 30,000s. But with the smaller fields, we can do far more work. Oh, nice! We have GPS on this tractor. We can get more work done in a shorter time on more fields. Did I say that right? Whatever. Okay. No. Okay, how do we turn on GPS? That's not the right button. It's also not the right button. Okay. Excuse me while I figure out how to turn things on and off. Crane, camera, game, vehicle gearbox. I'm not using the vehicle gearbox. I don't have a button for toggle cultivate field creator. Fellow me doesn't have any keyboard mappings. Oh, good grief. Toggle guidance steering. Yay. Okay, so let us do that. Do that. And do that for now. I think that's mostly what I want. We'll also set follow me F, change distance plus, I think that, change offset plus, I have no idea. I'll probably set these the wrong way and then we'll fix it later. Marker for switch side offset. Follow, choose other, follow a change distance. That's good enough for now. Okay, save controls. As I said, this is going to be a little bit frustrating to start off with as we get things working. Auto width. Headland mode off. Offset reversal on. That one. Menu. Gonna go with A plus heading, except I don't know what my heading is, so we are heading 180. Try that again. A plus heading, set A, heading 180.
Yeah.
Set cardinal,
Yeah.
back, X. No, the thing at the back, lower the thing at the back, and where? Is that 180? That is not 180. But that is saying it's on. So I can't see the lines. Okay, so the next problem is I can't see the lines. Headland, evil guidance, steering, show lines. I don't know. Okay, we'll just go with this. This seems to be working right now this minute. Oh, we're pulling up rocks. So rocks is a thing, weeds is a thing, precision farming is also a thing. So lots of new stuff to get used to. I think we might be able to do the right hand edge. But for right now, we'll get this started. Good morning in Patchwork and welcome to Maypole Farm. There are mini farms on this map, we'll call it Maypole Farms. So, things I am still missing. A vehicle monitor. What is it? What's it called? Vehicle inspector, which does. That's weird. Which does mean that multiple vehicles usage is going to be tricky because I can't tell when harvesters are full or what have you. That's okay for now. Hopefully this is going to work. Let's go forwards. Forwards is good. And where are you going? Tractor offset. How about inverting? Okay, let's invert the offset again. Supposed to offset reversal all the time. Oh, there we go. Show lines on. This is... Okay, so this... We're going the right way, we're just not offset the right place. Auto width. 10.92 well, maybe it is. Okay. Green is good. So this will merge us here. So hopefully when I turn round, see the blue, is the blue line right? The blue line seems it's on the wrong side of the tractor. that button. There's a blue line there. Okay, we'll drive forward down here. We'll see where we end up. At least I can now see the dots.
Yeah, sure. What does there need to do?
What I might end up doing is turning it off
Why
anyway.
does it smell like we're pooping here?
Dude!
Here.
Okay, end of first row. Drop that there. Is that going to work? That, however, is working. So that driving down the field while we figure this out. I'm not sure this is calculated. Oops. Calculated the offset correctly. That's saying 0 offset. That's a problem. Okay, that's my problem, is this plough has not calculated an offset. Well, I guess I'm doing this manually. And that could be function of the plough, just the mod detail is not showing.
There's a drawback because I can.
Is not showing the correct width and offset, and that's always been a problem using things like guided steering and what is it? GPS in Farm Sim 17 was that some equipment, while the shop description said it's 13 feet wide or whatever, the detail within the file wasn't, and so what? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I had cereal, but I had cereal. I don't know if they had that. They had peanut butter and
Everybody had cereal.
bagel.
Okay, yes.
It's
So with
actually good.
guidance steering, if the equipment's not defined right, you cannot. The automatic pickup doesn't work, so you have to figure it out for yourself, and it's not generally that easy. But anyway, good morning, long hauler, and welcome to the lurking. We have kids in the house today, so there is going to be quite a lot of background noise by the sounds of it.
Okay. Don't scare away your body. Mommy, can me and Marky play outside in the front yard?
Yeah. I want to play on the trampoline though.
I think we should play in the front yard so Mommy can see if you're
Come here, just a little time to rest first.
Yeah.
Maybe later in the day you can play on the trampoline.
Okay.
But I think you should let your tummy have a rest.
So,
They said
yeah.
why they were still going on the trampoline. What is this? It says anyway.
Anyway, yeah, I looked at a couple of maps over the last week. One of the ones I was considering, the not available on Mod Hub, and the map maker wanted donations. Now, it wasn't mandatory donations, but he wanted donations, and as such, I'm not too inclined to pick their map to play on a stream, because they seem to be a little more invested in where it's used. If it's on the Mod Hub, it's generally free game. Now, I know Somerset Farms came out last week, but I didn't really have enough time to sit down and look at it. So I went with Maypole. The other strong contender was Calmston, but as I said, it's a lot of really big fields, and so I'm not really inclined to do another big field map. You kind of need big equipment, or you're using equipment this size and it takes you 2 hours to plough one field. So that's the way it is. I suppose we're probably going to need a rock picker at some time. Obviously, using a plough, we're pulling up big rocks. I suppose we could look and see what we're doing. Where are we? We're on this field. We are, meh. It's taking us a while. But most importantly, yeah, the stone colour is red. So those are big stones. You're going to have to pick them. So if we buy this field, we're going to need a rock picker. Or I do have a mod that is a rock shovel, so I don't have to run around with a rock picker. We could just come to the field with a front loader and a tipper and just shovel and tip. I don't know how that's going to work out, and whether that's going to be more laborious than using a rock picker. The thing is a rock shovel is going to be cheaper than a rock picker. So something I probably wouldn't mind having on the farm. Whereas, you know, the rock picker is 20,000-30,000, and at this stage of the game, I kind of want to spend my money on stuff that's actually going to make money. Not save it. I mean, the thing with rocks, they damage equipment about plus 10%.
Don't like them.
You don't like what?
Don't like raisins for some reason.
So if you're doing plus 10% damage, that's going to be plus 10% on your wear. it's going to be you'll need to fix your equipment 10% more frequently, and thus the cost is going to mount up quicker. I do have the lower maintenance cost mod running, so again it's not going to be super expensive to maintain our tractors. I'm basically using that because I'm kind of used to using Realismus's seasons, so you tend to be able to run most vehicles for an entire year, maybe 2 lots of maintenance over the course of the year on an older piece of equipment. The problem I found with default game settings is you can go about 10 hours. Potentially we could run 10 hours in one day, and so you're maintaining your tractor every single day, and at sort of $5,000 to $10,000 per maintenance trip, you're going to run out of money. The other change I have made to this map is to use the UK crop calendar, which is basically the crop calendar that Oxygen David embedded into the latest version of Calmsden Farm. It's not the Calmsden Farm one, it's from the modder who created it. And if you have things like 7-zip and Notes++, it's fairly easy to put the different calendar in and then edit the map XML to point to the new crop calendar. Most maps they have the default calendar, which is in one of the Giants libraries or folders. Sorry. In my main job, I am a computer programmer, and the terminology there is libraries and files or programs. On a PC, it's folders. Anyway, we are 30% done, so not too bad. And this is the bigger equipment, field equipment thing. Making a bit of a mess of that reversing there. So when FarmSim22 first came out, one of the YouTubers, Simulation for the Nation, did a Clarkson Farm challenge, and I think I started it 3 times because the map kept getting reset. And what was really funny was every single time I ended up with this tractor here as on sale in the store. So, because you can't get the Lamborghini that Clarkson drives, but I believe this is what it's based off of. So, that was the thing. I've done a lot of driving on this tractor in FarmSim22 off camera.
I got a paper for Girl Scouts, but I forgot to show Mom.